Now this doesn't hurt the tree. It's not a parasitic plant at all. It doesn't put any roots in the tree. It doesn't suck any life out of the tree. It gets all its nutrients from the rainfall and from the air that circulates around it.
Would that be an epiphyte?
Epiphyte.
There you
Exactly.
go.
This is an
That's
epiphyte.
like good word. Yeah.
You know, there's epiphytes, saprophytes, parasites, and this is an epiphyte, which is an organism that lives
We're
within
going to
an
give you an
organism.
extra cord for your graduation.
So if you go into Houston, you know, you go into Herman Park, and they have all these big, huge live oak trees like we have here. Just a little bit of Spanish moss here and there on them, and that's it, because of the air pollution in Houston. Pretty good air quality back here, so pretty good Spanish moss growth out here. Important plant for other animals. Northern ferrulas that come in here and nest in the spring, they nest almost exclusively in the Spanish moss like this. Yellow-throated warblers will nest exclusively in this. Yellow bats and red bats will nest almost exclusively in clumps of Spanish moss. They used to harvest this stuff to stuff furniture. Up into the 1950s, they use it. They dry it out and use it in car seats. They had harvested so much of this in Louisiana, they actually put yellow bats on the endangered species list in Louisiana for a few years back in the 50s and 60s. In fact, if you look at really old furniture, and one of the things that they'll talk about, old high-quality furniture was stuffed with horsehair. It wasn't really horsehair. It was Spanish moss. Which dried out Spanish moss was traded for stuffing, not for weaving, but for stuffing, was sold under the name horsehair. If you dry it out, it looks like somebody lost their black toupee out here is what it looks like when it dries out. But once it dries out, it's almost totally inert, so it makes a good stuffing for stuff like that. The early settlers would use this for scouring pads to stuff furniture. The Karankawa Indians and other natives would use, the females would be wearing this for a skirt. Pretty stylish. Huh? But we shouldn't laugh, because you know what you and I would be wearing?
Nothing.
We think that the Karankawa kids would probably wear this for a diaper. This was probably the world's first environmentally safe disposable diaper. You know? Keep in mind, if you were a Karankawa Indian out here 400 years ago, you can't run down the street to Walmart and buy diapers or aspirin or anything else. You'd get everything you had right here off the land, right? A tough way to make a living for sure.